Moving on, international mediators are scrambling to broker a ceasefire. Israel and U.S. have sent high-level delegation to Doha for the talks, but Hamas isn't there at the negotiating table. Israeli military, on the other hand, has launched one of the most heavy bombardment campaign in Gaza, while Iran's supreme leader has issued an ominous warning. Our next report sums up the situation in West Asia.
Amid a looming threat of a catastrophic regional flare-up, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei thunders against compromise, invoking divine wrath while vowing to avenge the killing of Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh on Iranian soil. This fiery rhetoric, coupled with Israel's intensified bombing campaign in Gaza, has set the stage for a potentially explosive confrontation. Israel has ramped up its military operations in Gaza. The Israeli Defense Forces claim to have struck over 30 Hamas targets, even as ceasefire talks resume in Doha. The humanitarian situation in Gaza remains dire, with the death toll exceeding 40,000, as reported by Hamas-run Health Ministry. Israeli forces have particularly intensified their assaults in the southern city of Khan Yunis. More than 10 months of war has driven almost all of its 2.3 million Gazans from their homes. Now there is a desperate desire for an end to the fighting.
They say ceasefire. There is no ceasefire. We pray to God that a ceasefire takes place, but we are not seeing any of this. There is no ceasefire at all. Every day people die. There are martyrs. They are cut into pieces. What would I say?
We hope that a solution is found, the war stops, and that people go back to their homes, even on the rubble. Stability is the most important thing.
In Israel, hostages' relatives are also anxious and urging the Israeli leadership to clinch a deal in Doha.
We need another hostage deal. Hostages get released via a hostage deal and not while fire is consuming. We need a ceasefire to get them all back. We cannot trust the Israeli government anymore. It has been torpedoing any effort to get a deal for the past 10 months.
Hamas, while not directly participating in the current ceasefire discussions, is expected to be consulted by mediators following the initial talks. A high-ranking Israeli delegation, including top intelligence officials, are engaged in crucial talks in Doha. With US warships, submarines and warplanes in the region to defend Israel and deter potential attackers, Washington is hoping a ceasefire agreement in Gaza can defuse the risk of a wider regional war.
We expect, just to give an update on what we expect to see tomorrow, obviously this week, we expect these talks to move forward as planned. Director Burns and Brett McGurk will both travel to Qatar for these discussions.
The clock is ticking. The success or failure of Doha talks could determine whether West Asia steps back from the brink of an all-out war or plunges into an abyss of conflict with global repercussions. Bureau Report, WION World is One.